Welcome back. We're now at a stage where we can start looking at the theory of TDD. How does TDD work? What are some of the rules, principles, and practices and life cycle that go with TDD? Let's look at the 3 rules of TDD. These rules outline how we should be practicing test-driven development. Rule number 1 says only write production code to make a failing unit test pass. Rule number 1 is critical to practicing TDD properly. It says that we are not allowed to write production code unless we have a failing unit test that we need to change from failing to passing. This prevents us ending up in a situation where we're writing code in the traditional way or we're programming in the test after way. We must have a unit test that is failing before we're allowed to write any production code. This rule enforces that we're doing TDD properly. Alright, let's have a look at the next rule. Only write enough of a unit test to make the test fail. What does rule number 2 say? It states that we must keep our unit test code to a minimum. So we don't write a huge unit test where 5 different things are failing. No, one little thing is failing and in a simple unit test, and this is all that we're going to fix. Let's just write enough of a unit test to make it fail. If there is more to the unit test and ultimately to the production code, we'll extend the unit test a little bit later. We'll see all of this shortly when we start delving into practicing TDD. Rule number 3. Only write enough production code to make the failing test pass. Rule number 3 is very similar to rule number 1, but with one crucial difference. It's the qualifier enough production code. This rule tells us that we must be very careful in how much production code we write. We want to write the minimum production code to make the test pass. For example, if a string literal or a constant is enough to make the test pass, this is all we should do, even though at the end we know we're going to end up with an algorithm that includes variables. Okay? But we just, at any given point in time, we will write just enough production code to make the failing test pass. If this seems a little bit weird, that's fine. Again, we'll expand on these 3 rules once we get to practicing TDD in Visual Studio. Alright, let's move on.